Hey,
What's up?
nothing much.
Christine's not doing well today.
I don't know what's going on.
Same old symptoms, but at least she's had quite a few decent days in a row. So
Mm,
we'll see. No cure all, just gotta hope for the best, I guess. I don't know. It sucks because now I gotta do the AVR squared reaction all by myself.
oh,
I'm so
okay.
sad. No, but it does suck because I mean, who wants to look at my face the whole time when you could have Christine instead? I mean,
Right.
look at this. This is awful. I mean, feel bad for her, guys. Seriously. Anyways, welcome everyone to the Daily Cup of Genre here on the Genreverse Podcast Network and Genreverse YouTube channel. That is available wherever you get your podcasts from, and on YouTube, of course. So yeah, follow, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. You'll have to forgive my voice. It got a little worn out over the weekend. We had a rough Saturday, but anyways, there's the cat. You guys can also find all these podcasts, written articles, reviews, celebrity interviews, and all that at lrmonline.com. lrmonline.com. I'm Kyle. That's Manny. This is Saris, and yeah, box office, man. I want to say one thing before we get into the numbers here, because I could already hear someone saying something. Okay, Spider-Man: No Way Home, #1 movie in the domestic market again, $6 million. Okay, I know someone's gonna say, well, if it wasn't $3 movie day, that it would have made a way lot more. And to that, I'll say, if it wasn't $3 movie day, how many people would have actually went? So I think there's a balance. I do think that it would have definitely made more, but would it have made as much if everyone was paying full price? I don't think so. What do you think on that one, man?
Nah, I wouldn't have made more. I'd be surprised if it made.
If it still made $6 million at full price?
Yeah, no, because
I think maybe it might make up to $9 million.
No, I didn't even care for the fact that this is being re-released. For what? Like, I think it's thanks to the fact it was. I honestly thought it was released specifically for this day.
Maybe.
So
I don't know. How long in advance was this day planned on?
Oh well, it caught me it caught me off guard, and
yeah.
But I'm glad they did it. Because it did see 8.1 million moviegoers domestically going to movie theaters, for not surprisingly setting the record in attendance for 2022. So everybody went to the movies, and they had classics like Jaws playing.
Mm-hmm.
They even took it farther back with The Blob, but the sad thing, and I do mean this, is that besides like Top Gun Maverick, which everybody already saw,
yeah, that was number 2, bringing in 5.4.
There really wasn't anything to go watch.
and if you notice, a lot of movies that have been out for a bit basically had like a quick bump. The top movies have been in release: No Way Home 38 weeks, Top Gun Maverick 15, DC Super Pets 6 weeks, Bullet Train 5 weeks, The Invitation, the first less than a month old movie in the top 5 for the weekend box office. That's pretty crazy, man. A lot of people went and saw things either again, Top Gun and Spider-Man, or something that they may not have seen when it first came out, and they were like, you know what? It's only $3. Why not? Which, hey, this was all for theaters. Like, this was not about studios whatsoever. Stop, cat! I will pretend to choke the life out of you like Homer Simpson. Don't chew my cords. I think this was great for theaters because they get a lot of their stuff from concessions. Like, that's the deal. And then it also boosted theaters that are in malls or around shopping centers, because usually people show up early and do a little bit of shopping or eating beforehand or after the movie. So this was a great theater event, in my opinion. Yeah, the studios didn't make a crap ton of money, but the theaters did, and that's good because the theaters needed it.
Mm-hmm. I
So
agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Anything else?
No, I agree. But the thing is, cool. You got people back at theaters. Maybe people didn't even know that like a lot of the Regals had even like updated and had like 40x screens and VIPs and all these things, because I know people that go and say, wow, I didn't know that they had remodeled or that this new, the new look.
Yeah,
and
they haven't been to the theaters in a long time.
But like, really, for your next, like, I guess you could call it blockbuster, you have to wait all the way till October with Black Adam.
Yeah,
I mean, there are some movies, and the thing is, there are movies that I want to watch, but does the casual person want to watch? Like, Viola Davis has this amazing movie coming out called The Woman King on September 16th, but does her name carry enough to get people interested enough to go to the theaters? I think it is. I think she's fantastic, and yes.
Yeah.
But does the casual fan find it worth it?
There's a lot more. I don't want to call it controversy because I don't know what. I know who and what the movie is portraying. I don't know how they will. That particular tribe in that particular age, and the reason why there were so many women warriors for that tribe is a very, very nuanced but very, very violent story. A lot of sacrifice and enslavement by that tribe led to the lack of male warriors, and that's where the females got to pick up the slack. So how they portray this group of people that fought off some foreign invaders and did some heroic things for themselves, also committed atrocities as we know them amongst others in their region. So I don't know. That's what I think is going to be kind of iffy on that, because every time I see that movie brought up on Twitter, that's the discussion. So I don't know if it was going to have good appeal anyways, just simply from that curiosity. But I am curious as to how they are going to portray everything in this, or if they're just going to gloss over some things, or will it be a single focus story on the training of this group of Duhame. I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, but I don't know about it. But anyways, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, and then you have Don't Worry, Darling, which has had
controversy
all the way through. I joke with everyone and say that the controversy, all of it, is might be better than the movie. Just because it has so much. I mean, starting back from its CinemaCon trailer release, when Olivia Wilde was handed divorce papers on stage.
Yeah.
And then it all tumbled down from there. But
Yep.
And then just, I mean, so like some of these movies, like, are they gonna be sleepers or are pretty much like September? There's no like It Chapter 2. There's no like the Joker. There's not that one movie that's gonna like surprise, like this is gonna surprise everyone because everyone wants to go see it. I think September needed like that Conjuring universe film to fill that gap. Something like it usually does. Yeah. And fortunately, we don't have that. I mean, the closest thing we have is going to be Halloween Ends, but that's not till October. And then you have Black Adam again in mid-October. And then
Clerks 3 comes out in September. I'm actually relatively excited for that myself.
That has a cult following, and that's
it's not a big thing. Not a big thing at all.
So yeah, I mean, just that's it. It's not that
Avatar. Oh, that's the re-release.
Yeah,
And I kept forgetting this year we do get an Avatar at the end of the year in December.
Avatar, in my opinion, my personal opinion, Avatar's always been overrated.
Oh God,
So yeah,
yes, I agree.
yeah, just
100%.
yeah.
So
So
that there's not a lot. There's 3 movies to make money, and two of them we've discussed. Black Adam, that's not a 500 million domestic movie at all. And Black
no,
Panther, neither one of us feel that it is a 500 million domestic movie either, but we're it's hard to put a number on what I think. I think we both said maybe 300, 350 domestic.
yeah.
Yeah. If it does more, great. We are not wanting any of these movies to do less than 300, 350 each. But I don't know, man. What do you got on Avatar? I think it has a banging opening weekend, but then I think it just
Avatar will do
plummets.
great because it's one of those things that well, the thing is, everybody has that sentiment because it was so groundbreaking when it was made, as far as visual effects and things like that. But kind of like The Matrix, what did you do new after that? I think that's where it's gonna fall off because I've never found it interesting to be very compelling or like I don't really care for it. It's just your classic cowboys versus Indians, but in space and with the race of giant aliens. So like visually, yeah, there's some things that were amazing in it, but it's not enough.
No substance.
Yeah, I don't care
not.
for it. And then
and it's pawned off. I think just to add to that, I think the issue for a lot of people like myself is this movie tried to be substantive. Like, I love Aliens, the sequel to Alien, no substance. It's a freaking action movie, nothing like the first one, but we freaking love it because what it was executed well. Avatar is the same. It was an executed tech demo. That's all it was. And I don't need a 2-hour tech demo. You show me a 5-minute clip of what you can do with the tech and I'm good. So it had a crap story. And the tech was great for the first, times you saw it. After that, why? So yeah. Anyways, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I hope it does good. But I also hope that this isn't one of those movies, kind of like Disney does with Star Wars now, where it's more of a marketing scheme to get you to go to their parks. So there's that. But yeah, it's we'll see how the rest of the year pans out. There's a reason why Regal files bankruptcy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that the movies that I'm most excited for, I think the rest of the year is actually Black Adam, Wakanda Forever, Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. There's others like smaller releases that I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but those are the other movies left, and that's not a lot because you need to fill theaters with different genre. Yeah. And I don't know if they're doing it. I mean, they are releasing Trick or Treat finally in theaters, which they never did. That's a fun movie.
And you know what? that might be the key for theaters to stay more relevant is the more showings, more special showings, more local film festivals, anything you can do to get people in seats to buy concessions. So
yeah, I mean, we are gonna go. Just yesterday, for example, my girlfriend, my daughter, and I went to go watch Jaws. They had never seen it.
They like it.
So I was so surprised at how much they liked it.
Awesome.
And
Jawsome.
That's that's one of those movies that a lot of modern directors, always cite for inspiration for, the sound of a movie, the way it should be, the way it should sound, especially in a thriller or a movie like that where you're trying to hide the monster as long as possible to kind of pull that suspense, and it does it really, really well. I kind of wish Steven Spielberg would have done a couple more horror films. I think he'd probably be good at it.
Yeah.
I want to see him do
Jaws
like
is
one.
Jaws put him on the map, man. I
Yep.
mean, I know some people that like the Duel. I don't even know if I've seen, or not the Duel, just called Duel. I don't even know if I've seen Sugarland Express, which these are all of his first three movies, and then came Jaws, and then from there on it's off to the freaking races. Close Encounters, Raiders, E.T.,
Mm-hmm.
Temple of Doom, Color Purple, Empire of Sun. I can't remember if that
Jurassic
one was really
Park.
well liked or not. Last Crusade, Hook, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List. I mean, it just keeps going. Private
Yeah.
Ryan. You get a couple of misses in there, like AI, artificial intelligence, with
good.
Robin Williams. I know some like Minority Report. I didn't care for it. Catch Me If You Can. I love that movie. That's a great movie. Catch Me If You Can. But I'm a Tom Hanks fan. So you could put him in like a chair talking for a couple hours. I'd probably watch it.
So you watched Pinocchio this weekend?
Yeah, I will be checking that out just because it's Tom Hanks. And then War of the Worlds, which I actually really, really enjoy. One of the few Tom Cruise movies I like. And yeah, man, I would have loved to have seen it, but we had, like I said, we had a rough Saturday anyways. So, I have one other thing I wanted to ask you about, Manny, since you were absent from something yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, you should head over to the podcast network, wherever you get your podcast from, or the YouTube channel if you're watching us on here. And after this is done, see our new review show, Review of the Rings, where Cam and I reviewed the first 2 episodes of The Rings of Power. Manny had other things going on, but he's supposed to hopefully be joining us again next week. He was on there the whole time just drinking coffee. It's weird. I don't know what was going on. Maybe you were frozen on video, but no. What did you think of the Rings of Power, man?
Man, it's visually stunning, man. It looks like they spent that much, close to $1 billion on it, and it should, because you have a level of expectation when it comes to what the Lord of the Rings should be, and
Excuse me.
it I thought that it was a really strong start. I'm very concerned with it's not a movie, it's a series. So even within the first 2 episodes, you're not at the whole story. You're not, we're reintroducing Middle Earth in a time that we haven't seen it on film, and we have to reintroduce some well-known characters before you knew them, reestablish these lands. And I thought the maps were amazing because it kind of give you the better idea of where you were at. Oh, okay, yeah. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. This is where we're at. And so I really felt that you had a lot of unnecessary hate for it, especially the comments that were upset because there were
a black elf or a black not hobbitses is
he's a Hispanic, he's a Latino
or Hispanic elf. Sorry.
Yeah. He was a fun interview. Check, you can see it at lrmonline.com. As a matter of fact, the actress who also plays the human who he's having the relationship, I talked to her as well. Both of those are on the site. So I think it was a fantastic start. It looked exactly like it should. Yeah. And I think that fans of Lord of the Rings should be very excited. And if you're not, you're probably the same person who has a problem with She-Hulk. You're the same person who has
there are legit issues with She-Hulk and but yeah, if it's that type of toxic stuff, that ain't the issue. So
they're probably the ones who are also part of the Snyder cult, and
Manny just rolling people or throwing people under the bus. Yeah, run them over, Manny, get them.
Like, I mean, it's interesting the way people are, and I mean, this is the way people are also with their politics, and this is the way that people are sometimes with other areas in their lives, where it just seems like there's no content, there's no satisfaction if it's not the exact way they want it. then it's
Yeah.
wrong. Even if it's factually true, it's wrong. And I'm not saying that the Lord of the Rings is perfect or that, but at the same time, it's a TV show. It's not a movie. You're not going to get every detail you want in the span of an hour for during one episode. You're gonna get part of the story. And and also the comments, because I looked through Rotten Tomatoes, were very bland also, as far as terrible actors, bad, boring, I'm gone, or something, whatever. And it's like, you wrote this 5 minutes after it was released, like you didn't even watch it.
Yeah.
So I just I think that's great. I like it. I know a lot of people that like it. I thought that Cam's review was spoiler free review, so you can check it out in case you haven't watched it yet. It was very spot on. So you can go to LRM online to check that out as well. There's always, and in a show, there's always time for growth and for the changes and just enjoy it for what it is. Because if it doesn't do well, of course we're not going to get more. Of course, if it's bad, then you don't want more. But yeah, I think you can save your comments for how bad you think it is when it's all said and done. That's when you that's when you can totally hate on it.
And if you're going to hate on things, be specific. What about the story was wrong? Like I gave it a I think I gave the first episode a B and the second episode a B plus. They're good, solid starts. Nothing seriously wrong. There were a few nitpicky things, and I've heard so many people discussing Galadriel versus the Snow Troll, and Cam and I both had the same thought. We thought that the fight scene, while overall, having her do it all by herself, did seem like a force level forced woman power moment, and we said you missed an opportunity. Not because, it was a female and she took it down by herself. Well, one, you literally have all the other elves just stand, besides the two that get knocked around, and one helps her jump off his sword. Okay. The rest of them just stand, but she is the commander, and she's supposed to be this great leader and warrior. You used an opportunity. You did something to go, yay, girl power, and completely missed the chance to have her show not just girl power with big, strong, but girl power with her brain, where she goes, you do this, you go there, tend to the wounded, and leads, is a commander. You show off that additional aspect, and still, by all means, have her still leap up and deal that badass final blow. But then you have everyone that's just out there saying, there's no way she could do it all by herself.
I completely disagree with that notion. We catch her at a time when she's like very much obsessed with the symbol that she has just found, that she's been looking for. You have a company of elves that is tired and sick of her antics. So I think that's a very toxic mix for then you kill it then. But at the same time, because she's so anxious to get back to her mystery that she's solving in that room she's found, she's like, all right, I'm just gonna handle this myself real quick.
I would say no, because the elves do immediately go into a sort of defensive posture and do assist her, but it's only to assist her up.
Yeah, they're not gonna let them. They're not gonna let themselves die or anything. But I think the situation.
Well, then they would have defended themselves. That's what I'm saying. There's no. The way they edit it, the way they choreographed it, the way they cut it. It is 100% here's our badass female lead. I just think they could have done it a better way.
I think whether it's male or female, it would have been done the same way. I don't see it as a.
If it had been done the same way, it still would have been bad. If Galadriel was Gladrio and he sat there and only leapt off of a sword with all of those other elves around, still would have been a better take if you're trying to show this person being the big head elf that they're supposed to be. But then again, most people, like you said, are going to be just, female can't do that herself.
That's usually gonna be the. And then one of my other favorite favorite comments was there was the elf who I don't know, was he patrolling
I don't remember his name.
I can't remember his name.
The one to the village.
Yes. There was a 1-star review and said there's no way an elf has a perfect fade like that. Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you credit, man. That is a deep cut critique.
And I wish I could have responded because I would have responded with, "Have you seen the other elf's hair?" That's still
Arendir.
Yeah,
that's his name, I believe.
Thank you. Have you seen the other elf's perfect hair? Like, don't come at this guy for having a nice fade when all these other elves have silky smooth, straight hair in Middle Earth. Don't do that.
Yeah. I think the only other thing that really kind of ramped up on the internet about Rings of Power was gay elves. And even though there is so far no explicit mentions of anybody's sex lives other than Arendir having the hots and a relationship of sorts with what is the actress's name from the village? Bronwyn, I think, is it? I might be mispronouncing it, but anyways, other than that, you don't really see anything. A lot of people are reading into mannerisms and body language or verbal patterns, which stereotype much people. But Cam and I had discussed, well, one, we know Elrond does eventually have a daughter, and they're not allowed to change the Lord of the Rings. Like, you can't change the path to the Lord of the Rings. So Elrond can't just be, just gay. He would have to be bisexual at most. And then we also discussed how elves are a little bit more feminine, even for the males, or even though they're warriors, badasses, they're usually portrayed very angelic-like and in traditional Christian imagery. Tolkien being a Catholic, angels are very androgynous and can be very feminine looking despite having male names and things like that. So we were, unless something comes down the road, we were like, maybe people are just reading into this too much. Like, are they projecting or what's going on? But the only potential canon issue with that is Arwen. That's his daughter, man. Like, he has to eventually get it on with a girl elf to produce his daughter. So did you hear about any of that stuff over the weekend?
Yeah, but I kind of tuned it out in the same notion of racist elves. I mean, people racist towards elves. Look, it doesn't matter what time in history it was. There was always different sexualities.
Oh, yeah.
There was also different color people. Just because one film was made in a time when it wasn't necessarily as important to Hollywood to include everyone, doesn't mean it wasn't there and it couldn't happen.
Man, you are really hitting that desk.
So yeah, it's really dumb. It's really narrow. It's really it's just like I said, just not everything is for you. It's supposed to be for everyone, and if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch it, and that's fine.
Yeah,
it's that simple. But I mean, just complaining about it all so much isn't gonna.
I dug Elrond. I was very happy with what the scenes with him and Durin.
Oh my god,
the
yeah,
dwarf,
yeah,
golden stuff. Loved it.
Yeah, that's the scene where he
their competition. The scene where Durin gets mad at him for for what didn't happen.
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil things.
Yeah,
but I
so
love
that scene where and what he tells him, it's like, oh,
yes,
ouch.
Exactly.
Ouch,
I love that. That's what I'm here for, ladies and gentlemen. Those types of character and story moments. And then I also enjoy the world building. Anyways, Manny, I guess we could wrap it up there. You got anything else you wanted to talk about at all?
I think that's it for today. What do we got? Labor Day today, so happy Labor Day to everyone. So
happy Communist Socialist Pigs Day. Go celebrate it by participating in large amounts of capitalism via Labor Day sales and cookouts, and workers of the world unite after your shift.
Yeah, us in journalism don't get a day off, so I will be headed to work to celebrate that way.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you're subscribed, thank you. If you are following on your favorite podcast app, thank you. If you're not, get bent. No, correct yourself and follow and subscribe. It'll be awesome for your health. Bent. And then get bent. And the health thing is not approved by FDA, nor is it scientifically proven that genreverse is good for your health.
No, but 3 out of 5 dentists will do approve it. I don't know what's up with the other two.
No idea. LRMonline.com every day for all entertainment news, needs, and opinions, written reviews, leaks, and rumors. All sorts of great things. Celebrity interviews as well go up there. If you want to write for the show, DM myself or Manny. We'll get you in touch with Michael, or you can reach out at michael@lrmonline.com. All of our podcasts can be clicked on those links on the webpage. They'll take you to the podcast pages. We've got the review of the rings, like we were just discussing. Breaking Geek Radio, the podcast, does a little bit of everything like this show, but much longer and only once a week. Anime-Versal Reviews, doing Classroom of the Elite Season 2. Marvel Multiverse Mayhem, doing She-Hulk reviews, and we missed this week, sorry, but we'll be back, or we missed last week, we'll be back this week. And then the Cantina does all of that for Star Wars stuff. We are distributing through Sounder now, so we're also available there. Check us out on that platform if you use one. All of the podcasts go up on our YouTube channel. Hit the red subscribe button, give us some thumbs up, down if you need to. Just tell us what we did wrong. And then we also have AVR Squared anime reactions and genre shot trailer reactions. So yeah, Manny, anything else?
Nope, we're all right.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you next time. Bye.